Good morning everyone. Welcome back to grade 3 mathematics class. How are you all doing today? We have been learning about shapes. Today let's learn about some lines and some plane shapes. Before we learn more about lines, let's see a few basic concepts first. So a point. What do you mean by a point? A point is usually represented by a dot. How do you put a point? You put a point like this. It does not have any definite or measurable size. You just put a point or a dot and it's called a point. And how do you name a point? You usually name a point using a capital letter like A or P or any letter. So this is point A, point P, point B and so on. Now a line. What do you mean by a line? A line can be defined as a collection of points extending endlessly in both directions along a path. You can see line AB here, where A and B are 2 points on the line. And this is how you represent a line, with a double-sided arrow written on top of 2 points on the line. See, these 2 arrows represent that the line is endlessly extending. It cannot be measured. The length of the line cannot be measured. It is extending both ways, in both directions. Now, a line segment. A line segment is part of a line and it has a definite length, or it has a measurable length. And it is a part on the line between 2 points. And these points here are A and B. So this is point A and point B. It has a starting point and it has an ending point. This is how you represent a line segment. You write the name of the points and above that you draw a straight line without any arrows. So this is a line segment. Now let's learn what are curved and straight lines. You see the first picture here. In this picture you can see 2 dots, A and B, which are 2 points, and you can see a path connected or a line connected between this A and this B, the dots A and B. This is an even line, or it does not have any wiggles on it. So such an even line between 2 points or 2 dots is called a straight line. And in the second picture you can see 2 dots or 2 points C and D, and you can see a path or line connecting C and D. And is that line even? No, it is an uneven line and it has got wiggles on it. So such an uneven line between 2 points or 2 dots is called a curved line. Clear? Now we will do one activity. All of you please turn to page number 99 of your textbook. You can see this exercise 7.2. The first question is, join the dots with the type of line as mentioned. So what you have to do, in the first question you can see 2 dots A and B, and there it is mentioned curved line. So using your pencil you have to draw a curved line between A and B. You can draw the curves in any way you like. In the second question you can see the dots or points C and D, and there you have to draw a straight line between C and D. How do you draw a straight line? You have to use your ruler and keep the ruler intact, and with your pencil connect the points C and D. Similarly, you can finish the rest of the questions, and in question number 2, you are asked to fill in the blanks with SL for straight line and CL for curved line to have been done for you. So 2 examples are already given there. In the first question you can see the point or dot A is connected by a straight line to the number 1. So the line A1 is a straight line, and there they have written SL, which represents straight line. And the points A and 3 are connected by a curved line. So the line A3 is a curved line, and there it is written CL to represent it's a curved line. So similarly, you can complete the rest of the questions. So you do this as an activity now. Please pause the video, finish the 2 questions and come back. Hope you are done with that activity. Now let's learn about plane shapes. So what do you mean by a plane shape? A plane shape is a two-dimensional or 2D shape which can be drawn on a flat surface like paper, and it is made up of lines called the sides or edges. And where two edges or sides meet, you get a corner or vertex. Now, let's learn a few plane shapes in detail. The rectangle. So all of you already know what a rectangle is. A rectangle is a plane shape with 4 sides and 4 vertices. Which are the 4 sides? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it has 2 longer sides which represents the length and 2 shorter sides which represent the breadth. This is rectangle A, B, C, D. And here the opposite sides, this side and this side, and this side and this side. The opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. The side AB is equal to the side DC and the side AD is equal to side BC. So these are the sides. Now what about the vertices? There are 4 vertices for the rectangle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where 2 edges meet, you get a vertex. Now the square. A square is a plane shape with 4 equal sides which are all of the same length, and it has got 4 vertices. Which are the 4 vertices? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this PQRS is a square with all sides equal. Which are the sides? PQ, QR, RS, SP. The side PQ equal to the side QR equal to the side RS equal to the side SP. Clear? Now, triangle. A triangle is a plane shape having 3 sides and 3 vertices. Which are the sides? This is triangle XYZ and the sides are XZ, XY and YZ. And the vertices are 1, 2, 3. 3 vertices. Clear? Now, the circle. The circle is a plain round shape which has neither a side nor a vertex. And you can see a boundary of the circle. This boundary is called the circumference of the circle. And you see the center O marked here and the line joining the center O and a point on the circumference of the circle. You see this line OC, this is a line joining the center and a point C on the circumference of the circle. This line is called the radius of the circle. It is the distance from the center of the circle to a point on the circumference of the circle. Hence, the lines OC, OA and OB are radii of this circle. Radii is the plural of the word radius. Now, you see this line AB joining the points A and B and passing through the center of the circle. This line passing through the center of the circle joining 2 points on the circumference of the circle is called the diameter of the circle. Hope you are clear with these concepts. Now, we can go through all these topics from page number 98 to 102 of your textbook. Go through all these topics once again. Then you have to do an exercise, Fun with Max, which is in page number 100. Also, you have to do exercise 7.3, which is in page number 101, and in 102 you can see the heading Maths Around Us. Go through that as well. And again in 101 there is a value education question, VE. Please go through that as well and do accordingly. So that's all for today, children. We will meet in the next class with a new topic. Till then,